What's going on, people? It's the Manic Money Finance channel. I'm Crypto Corey, and he's Money Mike. Once again, it's time for that ill behavior, right? That we bring to the stream every single day.
Manic money.
Right. So, what the heck is going on with Store? What the heck? We're like down like 50 something percent, Mike.
I mean, I'm still up.
You're still up?
Yeah. Do you have the chart?
I'm still up too.
Do you have the chart?
I'm still up too. So,
yeah.
Hey, we ain't stressing, right? We ain't stressing about none of that. But there is no reason to stress, right? Let's pull up that chart real quick. Watching all my climbing videos, like reliving those experiences, I love it.
It's a hell of a way to get.
Yeah, check out the Clove Hitch Corey channel if you haven't seen it. That's all my climbing videos.
It's a heck of a way to get extra views, man.
You know.
Oh,
something tells me our audience isn't too interested with rock climbing or skydiving content. So, you guys are here to look at the charts with us, and that's what we're gonna stick to here. But what is this? What the heck? Technically, right? It hit our stop loss right there. But did we sell? No. No, we didn't. I really think this thing it's so new, and it's still in its infancy, right? We really can't apply smart money concepts to it just yet, right? So you have to have like a mental stop. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. This thing's looking a little spooky. Looking a little spooky right now.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal, right?
That's for sure. But I'll tell you what.
It's more annoying than anything else because we know where it's going. We know the potential on this. But right now it's just playing games, which is pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. Right? And now we're back to the $376,000 market cap.
Oh yes.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was one of those things. Today, I mean, you could probably see the chart. Today, it literally, hit the point. It might have even gotten down to the twos again, right around my entry.
Oh yeah.
And then it rocketed up to 2 zeros again. You see that wick?
This wick right here.
It went up to 2 zeros today. So, I mean, Griffane is just posting nonstop on Twitter about the @store, how to use it, everything else. They have multiple different AI agents being, deployed and everything. This dude is some type of genius or something. And, he's just not stopping. So I think basically the weak hands are shaking out. There's even less whales now, which is actually good for price action. I just think it's super easy to manipulate this thing at a lower market cap, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So, like we said, a lot of these coins, right? We can't apply smart money concepts to it just yet because the market cap's too small. But can we use it as a guideline? Of course, right? Of course we can.
What do you mean, Corey? I was planning on quitting my job this week.
Oh, dude. Dude. Well, put your life savings into this coin. Trust me, bro. Right? That's what we hear. Trust me, bro. And that's why we say on every single show that we know nothing but the fact of our own ignorance. There is no right or wrong in the markets. There's only profitable and not profitable. And once you understand that last piece of that, it might seem a little confusing if you're just starting out, but once you understand that, the game changes.
Yeah,
right? Because I'm not always right, and Mike's not gonna be always right. We're not robots. There's no way for anybody to predict the market. If you have somebody that you're following saying they can, well, all I gotta say is unsubscribe from those people. They're feeding you a crock of BS, and Yeah, they're misguiding you. They're not telling you the truth. So anybody says, "Oh, the market's going here," I know that for certain. Well, they're BSing you. And we only know through interday time frames. From day to day, we reevaluate our information. That could be even hour to hour, right? Things will change, right? And you'll see me and Mike will flip on a dime like that, and you might be like, "What the heck? You just guys were just bullish, now you're bearish. What the hell?" I didn't see that. Well, we did, right? We saw the moving averages. And that's why we say this channel is not financial advice. You know, nothing. If you're seeking a financial advisor, you need to go seek a professional. We're not professionals in that area, right? This is just a documentation of our financial journey. And if you try to follow along with us, you're most, I'm not like saying most likely, but you're pretty much guaranteed to be wrecked. Why? Because we're going to see the signals before you do. And by the time we go live and talk about it, it's already been, that ship has long sailed, right? There's only a few rare occasions where we catch it during the stream where you see us add or actually buy into something, right? And we'll tell you. And that's not exactly our position. We're not going to show you our position, right? We can't do that. We're not going to get into trouble with the SEC.
I mean,
But
eventually, when we launch a Discord server, we actually can talk about that kind of
that,
stuff.
yeah, so that's something completely different, right?
Yeah, we
We'll
we
get
can
into that
actually
later
talk
on, but
about. I mean, we can't tell you to buy or sell anything, but we can
yeah,
literally
we'll
say
never tell
what
you.
we're doing right when we're doing it, and
Yeah,
that's coming.
so and we're building that Discord server. It's going to be the trading group. I already have like the students who have paid me, right, for mentorship. You guys have a free opportunity to get into that Discord to be a part of the community. You're actually going to be a part of the elite traders group. So you're going to be in a different you're going to still be able to interact with everybody, but you're going to be actually in a different ranking than everybody else. So you're gonna have a little bit more access to me and Mike, right? Solely because you jumped in early and you were serious about your education and you guys know who you are, right? So we're building that, we're getting that ready, and it's just gonna keep going up from here, right? So shout out to the students and the people who have taken my mentorship so far. You guys, you're getting something special, right? So just hang in there. You guys, you believed in me, I believe in you. We're gonna help each other out here, right? You're gonna be a part of the community, really a part of the elite traders group, right?
Very nice. Yeah, man.
It's not that easy to be an elite trader.
It took years and
No, sir.
years. I actually just filmed the top 10 for 2025 video today. I could basically upload it right now to the YouTube channel, but I want to do a little bit of
Yep.
editing first. I did it all in one shot. So it's pretty
So yeah, Mike
pretty rough.
Mike has got a video about the top 10. You guys need to check that out, right? We'll put a link in the comment section after we're done editing that video.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
But
I just need to do some. Basically just need to do some overlays of tickers and stuff and get the timestamps all squared away. Oh.
and see, folks, we're constantly working on this for you guys. We're constantly putting in our time to make things a little bit easier for you so you guys can understand this. I know what it felt like when I first started out. Like, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what channels I was supposed to be looking at. You know, we're not gonna bad talk any channels because we love all the channels out there. But the first channel I started following was BitBoy Crypto. And if you guys know about BitBoy Crypto, we love BitBoy Crypto. He's an awesome dude. We love him.
Big boy?
But is he gonna? Yeah, BitBoy.
Big boy.
But is
Are you saying big boy?
BitBoy, BitBoy,
Oh, bit boy. Okay. Okay, my bad.
BitBoy?
My bad.
Yeah. So that was the first channel I started following. So shout out to BitBoy. And Altcoin Daily, another one that I started following right off the bat. They put out a lot of good information, but now are they going to show you the information that we're showing you? No, because it's impossible for all these channels to give it to you all at once. But we're showing you the technical side of things. And I really wish when I started out, when I was looking for people to follow, I was looking for a channel like this, but I could never find it. Right? It took me a long time, and then, I mean, I found Crypto Lifer, and he's the closest thing to what we're doing. So check out his channel as well. I'm a member of the 99, right? I'm a Crypto Lifer myself, right? Part of his group. I've spent over a year in his Discord, you know.
I'm a member of
So
the 69.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
Not with Master Friend or whatever, a Crypto Lifer.
yeah, and I'm part of Pump Town with Master Friend. So he's another. Like I said, I tell you guys everything. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. So if you want to get a mentorship from those guys, right, they're a step above me. So go check out their channel, and if you want to go that route, go that route. But right now, we're bringing an affordable opportunity to you guys, and right, you don't have to pay $100 a month for it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's basically free. I mean, right now it seems really good, but who knows? I'll have to I'm gonna monitor my stock picks. So I'll do like probably an update at least once a week, and I'll say, hey, the top 10 are collectively up this much. Obviously, there's some. I have some leeway in the video, so I'm not like exactly telling people like, "Hey, you need to buy this with this much money and do this with this much of your portfolio." I kind of leave, some room for the viewer to, personalize it to their own unique financial situation. So, it's one of those things. And I also basically, not financial advice, but I basically said, don't put everything into these. Put half into it so you have dry powder for later, just in case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meaning we can average down if things go south.
Oh, look at that, man! Bitcoin's just starts marching up. Store too.
So yeah, let me
You see
bring up
store
that
right
Bitcoin.
now?
Yeah, it's pumping back up here. I'm not gonna get too excited.
It's up to the 3 zeros and a 5. I mean, obviously now.
Yeah, so Bitcoin, right when we started there, bouncing off that 200.
That's the
Good sign.
manic
right?
money pump.
Isn't that funny? Look at that, an accumulation. Remember we were talking about this last night?
Yeah.
My crazy. It didn't go exactly to the little thing, but it did exactly what I drew. Accumulation, manipulation. We had two of them. Now we're getting distribution. So, oh man, it's funny. So go back into the video from what was it, yesterday? We
Yeah,
talked
I think
about
it was
this.
yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
sure.
had to have been. Yeah, so it had to have been. Go back, look at the video if you don't believe us, right? You don't believe that I just drew this on the screen while you guys weren't looking. No, we drew this yesterday in the last video, and I was saying we have AMD profile right here, and this is what we were expecting, and pretty much exactly to a T, right? Pulls back to where I was just drawing a random line. But I've seen this so many times, folks. Like, the more I can hammer it home and show it to you, like, the more you're going to be able to see it before you jump on the stream, and the more you can start putting these things into practice in real time, because we can't be there holding your hand every single minute of the day, right?
Right? Yeah, you're not a Victoria's Secret model. I'm not gonna be there holding your hand.
Right.
Sorry.
Look at that AMD profile there. So, insane, massive pump for Bitcoin right off the bat.
If there is a Victoria's Secret model watching, the email is manicmoneyofficial@gmail.com. So you know what to do.
That's how you get in touch with Mike, right?
Both of us.
So I'm going to close that position right there.
Yeah, you think it's gonna stop?
as it rockets up. But no, did I think it was gonna stop? No, I pretty much certain that I keep going to the stop loss. But when I see an opportunity, I'm in it, right? I'm gonna take it when we're in the green. I'm not gonna care when it keeps pumping,
It's the
even though this
violence.
thing's acting insane right now.
It's the violence with which it just happened that is strange to me. Yeah,
This thing's laughable. Look at this thing, dude. What is this?
it's a meme coin.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous, folks.
I'm
This
checking
is a
the news
manipulation.
right now.
But yeah, when you see candles, especially the 1 minute move like that, take your money. Oh, that's not financial advice, but I'm telling that to myself, my future self, watching this video. If you see that, Corey, you better be taking your money because you're just being greedy if you don't, and you're gonna get walked on. You know, I've done that so many times.
Oh, the XRP articles, they're laughable.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow, yeah, that was a crazy pump for Bitcoin right there. But that was like we were holding that trade from yesterday, and we just took those profits because we saw an opportunity, and the opportunity presented itself, and we took it.
I was
Now,
looking
can it keep
for
going?
some breaking news, but I didn't see anything.
Hmm.
At least,
Sunday night.
yeah, it makes no sense.
This is typically, like I said, Sunday nights. I love taking trades at this time. And typically they're quick, like you saw. I don't like holding into Monday morning because typically we have false move Monday and most likely it'll come back for your stop. So if you're greedy, right, and you see the price pump up tremendously tonight, not saying that's what's going to happen, but more often than not, my experience is that when I hold overnight, trying to hold into Monday, thinking it's going to keep pumping, more often than not, it comes back at me and takes my stop. So nothing more frustrating than being up 30, 40% on a trade, not taking profits, going to bed, and then waking up and you're in the negative and get stopped out. Right? Because then we have all the internal conversation. I should have taken that. I should have taken that money. I knew better. I knew I was supposed to do, but why didn't I do it? Corey, you're an idiot. Blah blah blah. All this self-negative talk. I'm super hard on myself. I shouldn't be. Right? I have to catch myself sometimes we're like, hey man, like why are you being this mean to yourself? You shouldn't be doing that. Like you're still learning. You have a long ways to go. This is the hardest game in the world to play. Why do you think you're just going to be a professional overnight? Why do you think you're going to just buy the bottom and sell the top every time? You really think that you're going to be that way? You think you're going to just wake up perfect? Well, I have news for you. If you tell yourself these stories, you're going to set yourself up for failure. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be angry with yourself. And it's completely unrealistic. And eventually, those people who continue to do that to themselves, they give up, they stop, right? Because they beat themselves up. We we can be our own worst enemies in this game, right? And that's what's so hard about it is that no one's holding us accountable but ourselves, right? No one's looking, right? When you're all by yourself and you're in front of the charts and no one's around there watching and you're like, yeah, I can hit the button. All you need to do is take the trade. Yeah, let's see what happens, right? You can risk a little extra more. Why don't you try it? And in those moments is when everybody blows it,
Yeah, I mean,
including myself. I do it. I've blown it. I just blew the account the other week, right? Last week.
our
It's all right.
long-term swing traders, they go through similar things. Watching, especially if it starts rocketing, man, they kind of like can't help themselves. And then like during
Like
the
right now.
dips, yeah, during the dips, they're like, maybe I should sell now and avoid future loss. And then it rips after they sell. And
And if they had the exact opposite mentality, not only that, if you can identify that fear, that's the first step. Don't even worry about selling or buying or anything like this. it helps when you have some skin in the game because then it makes it a little bit more realistic. At least for my opinion. My opinion. That doesn't mean that's the same with everybody else. But
Yeah.
when you start seeing candles rip, especially say like right now, what is your first thought? I want to jump in on this. It looks like it's breaking out. I need to get in right now. But what am I going to do right now? I'm going to show you right on stream. I'm going to go short. You're like, "What? What? You're going short?" Yeah.
I mean, when you have money
Going
on the
short.
line, it definitely makes you take it way more serious. But at the same time, that can be your undoing because now you're getting stressed out. You're getting bent out of shape.
Right.
You're not sure. The uncertainty starts hitting, the fear, the doubt, and then all of a sudden you're doing stuff you normally wouldn't do. Bad stuff.
Now you're completely lost in the sauce. You're making dumb moves and you're not going to make the right decisions. The same thing like when I'm rock climbing, when I get scared and I get panicked, like all of a sudden I get tunnel vision. I can't see what's around me and like I completely lose focus and end up falling off and then the gear catches me obviously. But like in that moment, it's like you're so emotional, like you can't see the holds around you and you got this nice hold right here or your feet could be right there, but when you're panicking, you don't see any of that. You're oh my god, what's going on? I gotta look over here. Look what's the blah blah blah, and then boom, you're wrecked. Where I find even when I'm rock climbing, when I start getting like that, take a deep breath, relax, identify that the stress is there, that you're tensing up, that you feel this emotion in your body. Identify it that it's there, and it might be not the first or the even the 10th time, right? When you identify that emotion, say, I am scared right now. I'm fearful. I'm greedy. I'm emotional. Be able to identify those feelings exactly when they're happening and be able to talk to yourself through it. Be like, I'm feeling emotional right now. I'm not going to make the best decision. I need to step away from the charts. I need to demo trade this right now because I'm not in the right frame of mind. And when you are in the right frame of mind, right? And for the traders who have some experience and have been in a good trade, I want you to think about that perfect trade where you entered in and there was no drawdown. You were relaxed. You were cool, calm headed. You knew where the exact take profit was. You knew where your stop loss was. And what did you do? You walked away and you had some fun. Then, boom, email comes in, take profit was hit. You're like, wow, that's what trading should be. It shouldn't be like this frantic, oh, I need to get in right now because I'm going to miss out. No. From my experience, the best trades have been prices going down. People are panicking right now. I know, like, as a retail trader and someone who's just starting out, I'd be panicking right now. And the number one thing I would want to do is sell my position. That's why I'm thinking about store today. I see price keep marching down. But did I sell? No. In fact, I did the opposite. I added to the position. Okay? Some people might think that's stupid, but more often than not, my experience has been that those decisions ultimately pay out in the long run. Right. Now, I just shorted this breakout because ultimately I felt like, oh, my inner retail trader would want to be taking a long right now. And I could be wrong. That's why this is a demo account. We're just going to experiment and see. And it looks like it's still breaking out, which is fine. We'll close it at a loss if we have to. But I want you guys to see, and you can try this yourself in a demo account, counter trade yourself, right? Put yourself in the mindset as to what is that strong emotion right now that's urging you to do something. It says, I need to get in right now. I need to make sure I don't miss out. I mean, I have to be on the right side of the trade. I have to make sure I'm gonna, have my stop loss, take profit, all this. Take a step back. Stop. Identify that emotion, right? Internalize it don't act on it, recognize it's there, and then go into your demo account, right? Do not risk money. This is not financial advice, but I want you to do the exact opposite that your emotions are screaming out loud to you to do. And you'll see as of right now, which we're kind of getting that move, right? I wanted to go along. I thought that was a flag. What the heck? Corey, that was buying pressure. Why is it crashing on me right now and it's going right to my stop? Maybe there's something else that you should be looking at that you're not seeing. And that's what we're showing you here on this channel that no one else is showing you, right? No one else is showing you this. They're just telling you basic retail mindset crap.
Yeah, definitely the
You
Asian
ain't getting
markets.
anywhere with that.
The Asian markets are definitely taking over, man. They're sending this thing up. So that must be where
It's buying pressure, right?
that must be where the stop losses are, Oh.
Most likely, I mean, yeah, from what it's been doing the last week, I would assume that it would be going up from here.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's one of those things.
I just want you to show, it's as an experiment going in live. We're gonna counter trade our emotions and let's see what happens, right? I just want you guys to try it out. I'm not saying that's what you need to do.
So you start
Not ever telling you what to do with your money, but you should try it.
starting a demo trade right now.
Oh, we're already in the demo trade, Mike.
Nice.
That's why we said we're short.
Well, that plays
Right.
out. You want to go over the economic data for this week? Because this week's kind of a doozy, dude. It's the new year, so we're going to be getting a lot of year-over-year data. You normally don't get that every month, So it's going to be a rough one. So we have inflation. Like Corey will look up the global stuff, but I only care about America. So we got inflation this week on Wednesday. Let me see.
Yeah, and you can change the filter here with you guys so that way you don't get confused with all this other stuff. So you can go into the see filter right here. You can take off all this and you can just stick to the USD and then you hit apply filter. So now we have only USD. That way you can see what's coming up for this week, right?
Oh yeah,
and
they're red. You have inflation. Core CPI, that's inflation. Core PPI,
month over month, year over year. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up this.
Yeah, PPI
So,
is producer price index, which is it's similar but much different.
Yeah, so it's the people who are producing instead of the people who are consuming. It's the opposite. So if you understand that, and of course everybody's watching this understands that. So
yeah, but we got the yearly and monthly inflation, the CPI hitting on Wednesday. That's crazy. And then you got a bunch of people speaking this week too. They're not Jerome Powell, so you don't have to worry as much. But I mean, this is just a doozy of a week. Look for some wonky stuff on Wednesday for sure. Luckily, it's always 8:30 in the morning, so it's like the markets have had time to digest it by the time that smart traders are jumping in between 9:30 and 10, so you can get an idea of what direction the market's going to be going. But it's a toss up. I might be out completely on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, the stock market.
The store and everything?
No, the stock market. my
of course.
My coworker, man, I don't know what. I think he might have seen a video somewhere or something. I don't know. He was talking about something crazy happening in the markets on Monday, and he was alluding to it being a good thing, like stuff's gonna rocket on Monday. So
that means it's gonna dump, right?
I don't know. He's not. He just doesn't really have much invested in the stock market. He has nothing in cryptocurrency, so he's a little fearful of jumping into a bunch of stuff, and especially right now. And he'll probably go.
Tell you something.
He'll probably watch my top 10 for 2025 video and just go with those. No, but yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like he knows something. I don't know. He's a normal guy just like me, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I just wanted to put that out there on the stream because if stuff does go crazy tomorrow, man, that'll be funny.
I'm just an everyday, normal type of guy. I take the
Man.
bus to work, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know that, dude?
is that a song?
Oh, what is it? Yeah, everyday normal guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John. I forget his name. Look, he's a Canadian.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'd say
funny dude. Check out that. Like, shout out to John. Like, you watching that? Like, like
so
everyday normal guy, dude.
So what's funny is even though we have this economic data coming and it's probably going to do some wonky stuff to the markets, this also creates a volatility in the markets. And if you're good, you can make a lot of money off volatility. There's even a volatility index that you can invest in where you're basically it's an ETF where you can actually bet on volatility. I think it's literally called the
Really?
volatility like ETF.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? So
That's
yeah, you could
yeah.
literally just
I didn't know about it.
invest in that. Let me look it up real quick because I've definitely jumped in and out of that thing before. But
So yeah, economic data. We're gonna. So basically, let's do a review before we move on. So Tuesday we have core PPI. That's the producer price index month over month. Right. So watch out for that. Wednesday we have core CPI, and that's month over month and year over year. So right, and then Thursday we have unemployment claims. So this week, yeah, be very careful, folks. The volatility can be absolutely insane, and I mean, you want to watch out for these things. Really, it's not looking the best for a normal. Say if you're basically just starting out, I'm not going to make any suggestions. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do your own thing with your money. We're not financial advice, but if I was giving myself advice, and I'm giving Corey, future Corey, advice right now. I'm saying, hey, Corey, you better not be trading on these days because you're not a professional just yet. We're working our way there, right? But we're going to sit back and we're going to watch and we're just going to observe price. We're not going to put any money in the game because this is too much. This is way too high of a risk, and at this point, this is not high probability. You're gambling, and we're only going to stick to high probability events at this point. So, Corey, yes, you're almost there. You're getting to be a professional. You're watching the Manic Money Finance channel. You're getting better at this, but you need to be safe. You need to keep yourself safe. And my suggestion, Corey, is that you do not trade any live funds and you go and you demo trade and you observe how price acts on those days. That's all I gotta say about that.
yeah, so it's called SVOL, SVOL, short term volatility. So basically, if the markets are crashing, just SVOL, just jump into that bad boy. It's a daily reset ETF that uses options and other derivatives. And then there's UVIX and several others that are tied to Nasdaq futures and stuff. So you just can you can just search volatility in your brokerage account, and all of them will come up, and they'll tell you exactly what they're doing, so that way you don't buy the wrong way.
Mm. Yeah, this is looking interesting. I would have to say.
Well, the
Let's pull
S&P's been
this
going up,
from below.
and this basically bets on the S&P crashing down. So you see when the S&P
Take with
crashed.
what you will, guys.
See the Jerome Powell
Take
speech?
with what you will. But no, I didn't.
You can see the Jerome Powell speech right in there. That November gap up. That was the Jerome Powell speech.
Oh, yeah. So right now, folks, it's not exactly at the 786, but it wicked to the 786 today. So it is what it is, right? We're constantly monitoring these things. You need to be prepared. You need to be willing to accept all the scenarios, right? And one of the scenarios here is that, yeah, we're below the 200 on the daily, and this is death cross, and then most likely that this continues down. But if I was looking for a long, and if I was looking to buy the bottom, it'd be in this area, right? Can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you anything else beyond like what I would do, right? So interesting stuff. And you guys, you have to understand, like, this channel, we deal with such high risk. You can lose all your money like within an instant if you don't know what you're doing. And that's why we constantly harp on the fact that we only demo trade with the live while we're on live, because you know, if you guys are risking real money and you don't know what you're doing, like personally, Mike, I've lost thousands of dollars within a matter of minutes, and that feels horrible, right? I don't want you to be in that situation. I don't want you to experience some of the experiences that I've had, but I've fully accepted that's probably part of my fate. And if I want to be successful, I'm going to keep pushing. I don't care about the money. It's nothing to do about the money. I just love winning. So there might be a character default right there, but
Yeah, see, for
I
me,
just
it's
like,
mostly the money.
yeah, I don't even like the money, Mike. Like, I don't care about the money. I love winning. That's probably the gambler in me, right? It's nothing. I don't even care about the dollar signs. It's like I want the win, whether it's
Yeah,
whatever it is. I just want the win.
good times. Yeah, would now be a good time for me to bring up my my two holdings going into Monday.
Yeah, let's bring that up.
I mean, obviously, you know, the funny enough, one of these isn't even on the top 10 video because let's face it, it's just not. It's a short term play, but so basically, I'm still into. I jump back into Chi Group with that last market dip.
All
CCG.
right.
CCG.
Let me bring it up.
Oh yeah.
Bring it up on my
Yeah,
thing
CCG.
here.
That's definitely not the CCG chart. Is that the CCG chart? Chi Group.
It's not.
Oh yeah, Chi Group.
Look at that daily.
Oh yeah. Is this a meme coin?
What's going on? Look at that. How aggressive that 200 is. Just like completely like that. Looks like my angle of flight when I'm skydiving.
Oh yeah. But zoom in on the other moving
There's a
averages.
slight curve to it, but
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the dailies, that's what you're gonna get right now. But if you zoom in on it, I'm surprised we don't have anything written on this chart because we were definitely looking at this
what,
chart.
an hourly?
Yeah, it don't matter. What is that? Yeah.
No, it's super annoying. But yeah, you got a golden cross there.
Well, the 10 and the 200, the white and yellow line for the
Yeah,
layman's people.
21 and 200.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still, it's
You want to talk about this real quick?
yeah. I mean, it does kind of look like it's doing a little head and shoulder action. But right now, if it were to bounce off of the, I think the red is the 50 or something like that. If it were to bounce off that right now, it would be pretty sweet. Obviously, this is part of my larger small cap theory, the small cap divestment theory away from the S&P. And this one's just been primed and overdue for a big pop because when this one pops, it goes. And these guys got, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue every year, and their market cap has just been battered. It makes no sense. You know, they did an offering way back. These are Class A shares. This isn't, you know, they basically need to get back over $1 pretty quick if they want to, stay listed on the NASDAQ without having to do a reverse split. Obviously, because it's a Beijing company, it's a China stock, and those can be pretty crazy. But their earnings for the past 4 quarters have been positive. So positive or close to it. So I don't know what's going on with this one, man. Hundreds of millions in revenue. It makes no sense. But this is like
Some sketchy stuff.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely a sketch ball. The thing is, like I said, it's a short-term play. The thing with the Chinese stocks, especially ones that manage to get listed on the U.S. stock exchange, what they'll do is they'll do like an offering at market price way up here, and then their traders will help drive that thing into the dirt. I've seen it so many times off one offering. 5% dilution, nothing crazy, and it goes down 90% over the course of a couple weeks. And then what happens is it'll stay below those levels because you get 6 months to a year before they get delisted where they can stay below those levels. So basically, this thing hasn't closed over $1 for 10 straight trading days since June 6th when it first dropped below $1. So basically what they need to do to gain compliance, because they have enough equity and everything else, shareholder equity, the only thing they need to do to regain compliance is get this thing back above $1 for 10 days straight. And, they got an extension from the NASDAQ. So they basically, they do have time to do it, but this one's just a bet on that. So, and I think usually when they do it hard. So Chinese stocks are famously dangerous investments. But the price action on this one over the past, 6 months hasn't been anything crazy. It actually is a kind of like a nice intraday stock to trade, low spread, and there's when it does finally pop, it's going to be real good. Real good.
I agree. I have to agree with that. So like as you can see where I'm framing this long position, if we can get closer to that 200, I can bring that stop loss and make it tighter, right? So if I was to enter right now, right, it's more like a 1-to-1, right? Maybe like 1 to 1.5, but ideally what I would be looking for is 1 to 3, right? So if we can come down here, right, and this would be my optimal entry if I can get closer to that 200, right? This is like a 1 to 3. It's a little bit more than 1 to 3, right? But this is optimal entry. And targeting this low, right, before here, with this horizontal line below these candles. See these candles back here creating this low? That's where I would be eyeing to keep my stop loss, and I might give it a little wiggle room there. But if it breaks that low, I would see a break of trend. So this would be where I would put my stop loss if I was looking for a stop loss. Now, if I were to enter right now, it's not the best position, right? Because this, as you see, when we get higher above, this ratio changes, right? We're looking for 1 to 3. This is really less than a 1 to 2, right? This is a 1 to 1.5, really. And taking these, they're not, unless you're super accurate and you're really, really gonna, you count on hitting the trade more often than not, then you can be profitable. But if you're taking these and you're not you're not working with high probability, you're not working with a strategy, you're basically gonna just get walked on, right? Because your losses are just gonna be the same exact thing as your win, and you're gonna feel like you're running in place. I've dealt with that. It sucks, right? But it's part of the learning experience. That's why we drive home the 1 to 3 all the time. You can take 1 to 2s, you can take 1 to 1s, but yeah, it's more risky. It's probably not going to get you as far. And in the long run, you're going to get frustrated.
Oh yeah,
you're just going to be running in place.
Yeah, it's this one isn't nearly as good as my other holding for tomorrow. It's still into hilarity. Actually,
What's your other hole?
ALLR. I jumped back into that bad boy just this past week, so I got $1 or $2 average cost. You see those wicks? This thing has shot up to $1.50, $1.70 several times now. It's hard to say what is happening, but basically my bet is that it's going to go back up there to stay.
That looks like suppression to me.
Yeah, it happens quick. It's happened once in pre-market, once in aftermarket, and the middle one was literally during the trading day, during live trading, which is mind-boggling because the volume is insane. This is like $100 million market cap company or something like that. Or no, $5 million.
Yeah, you know, like it is what it is, but that looks like it looks like manipulation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not professional, but
Well, one of my
I
things.
see that kind of crap.
One of my things is actually playing the manipulation, like seeing the manipulation for what it is,
Same with
and
us.
making a bet on what's eventually going to happen. That's how I made money off of Moderna. Their stock price was being suppressed. They did an offering, and it dropped under $20 a share, and no retail traders were looking at that one as a COVID vaccine play. Very few.
Nope.
And then, of course,
better bet Bill Gates was.
Yeah. Ended up being the clear
demonetized.
Yeah. Ended up being the clear, solid winner of the COVID vaccine game. Even Pfizer stock didn't go up that much. And they became the most popular one.
BioNTech, yeah.
Yeah, Moderna had the contract with the government ahead of this whole thing. $1 billion. And it's like somehow Pfizer ends up being the one that everybody knows about. Not to mention everybody forgot all about what Pfizer did before.
Oh, now we're getting into the area of demonetization there, and you can't be.
I didn't give any specifics. You can look it up yourself.
Yep, that's how and that's where we're gonna leave it off on about that because you guys know, especially the viewers who are watching, they're extremely smart. They know what's going on. So, yeah, we saw that one coming.
Yeah.
We can't talk about it on stream specifically.
And then, of course, I'll be eyeing up some short-term SPY options. Basically, your version of momentum trading Bitcoin. Because, SPY, and there's no overnight trading on a Sunday night. So I can't really tell you what direction it wants to go right now. What are all those vertical lines on your chart? Or not like lines. There's like this weird vertical.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the day or... I gotta look at this. It might be the volume.
Looks like little rainbows.
It's annoying.
Oh, that didn't do it.
Yeah, something's going on chart here.
But I think this could be a nice reversal play tomorrow.
Yeah, this would be an area to look for reversal for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, it's been getting battered. If the markets do go crazy in a good way, you could see this thing, especially like, what was I telling you, Corey? So if Bitcoin keeps going up tonight to tomorrow, so I have this whole thing that I was doing, and it actually worked out pretty good several times. I mean, I was talking about those trades on here before, but basically, if Bitcoin just keeps marching up into tomorrow, usually what happens, especially the past 6 months, is the SPY will follow. It's really weird. So it's like if Bitcoin's almost like a thermometer in the water before SPY will jump into the hot tub. And
the canary in the coal mine,
yeah,
so to say.
It shows like market sentiment, and then you'll see the SPY kind of follow suit. The only times that it's the few times that it's decoupled has actually happened during the trading day. As far as Bitcoin going up and SPY going down, that happened in the middle of the trading day at the 10 a.m. Instead of going in the same direction, they split.
That's how it goes.
I've really
So
been liking this.
currently, right now, the demo trade. Let me pull this up. Right, currently, demo trade is in the money. Right, so you might be asking, Corey, how did you know to short right there when price was pumping? Well, go back and watch the video. I told you why I did it, because all the retail traders are buying this buying pressure. It's buying pressure. I'm gonna jump in,
Are you
and as
gonna
soon as you
sell?
do that, bam, you get smacked. Rick James, you know,
Are you gonna sell?
that's what happens.
I know the Asian markets
No.
really take over between 8 and 9 p.m. So
Where, if I was to sell, right, where would I sell?
right
Right?
now,
Where would I sell?
I mean, you made
It
a quick
wouldn't be at the
profit.
786 retracement. Of course not, right?
You made a quick
That would be
profit in
pure
a short amount of
stupidity.
time, right? Wouldn't you normally sell?
No, not till I mean, it could probably just do a crazy rip down for all I know.
Well, with
But
Bitcoin, it could
I
always
mean,
do
it's
anything.
been playing games. That's the thing. So I wouldn't count on anything long term right now. But if I was looking to sell a position, especially right here, would I be selling at the 0.5 retracement? No. Even though it looks like it'd probably pump. But like exactly what I said before, all I did was counter traded myself and not telling you what to do. But if say my students were watching, I've talked to you about this, about counter trading yourself, identifying those emotions that you feel inside and completely acting on the opposite. Now we're getting somewhere, right? And that's what we did. That's how we entered this trade. We bought on pure emotions, but we actually did the exact opposite of our emotions, right? So that's how you do it. And then just try this out for yourself. I want you to try it out. Don't use real money at first. Just just look at it. But you just look at it. That's all I ask,
But not financial advice.
Yeah. You're not doing anything right with your money. You're just looking at it. Right. I think it's fascinating, Mike. It's actually laughable in a way, because so many times in the past I was on the opposite end of this trade because I was taking a long where I shorted. But as you see right now, I'm taking a short and I'm holding that short. I didn't close it yet. Right? It very well could reverse right here. But nah. Nah. We're just gonna play the game because that's what we're doing, right? We're playing a game here. Right now, you can bring basically a stop loss to above this high, right? That way, right now, I mean, technically, we're in a 1 to 2, almost to the 1 to 3, right? So if hits that 900, that's a 1 to 3, and that's why I say only aim for the 1 to 3s. And if as soon as you start getting greedy and thinking, oh, it can keep going, this and that, like you're playing yourself. I'm telling you right now. That's the demon, whatever it is that you're fighting, whether it's greed, fear, there's a lot of them. Sadness, depression. Like I'm still guilty of it. You blow up an account because you're out of frustration. If you're a person that's played video games in the past and rage quits, breaks controllers, gets very emotional about their game. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be something that's called the kamikaze, like where you basically don't care what happens to your account, and you say, "I don't care what happens. I'm going to liquidate this bit." You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You want to hurt me? I'll show you. Right? I'll show you real. I'm gonna go in 10 times harder, and then bam, goodbye, you're done. You're
Or the
done.
opposite. You get a big winner and then you learn no lessons.
And that's the worst thing. That's almost like basically in cave diving. I'm working on my diving certificate. You know, I'm like a crazy adventurer. But in diving, in cave diving specifically, they call that like a negative reinforcement. So there's people who are going to go swim into the entrance of the cave and they don't have anything bad happen to them. But the level of danger is so high that they're reinforcing this bad behavior and they start going deeper and deeper into the cave until something actually does happen and then they're basically done. They're completely cooked, right? And the same thing is with trading. You're going to reinforce these bad habits thinking you can trade on a Saturday and you're going to make money. And some Saturdays you actually do make that money, and you try it again the next Saturday, and then you get completely walked on, and you're like, "What the heck happened?" And then you start believing that Saturdays are a good day to trade, when in fact it's the worst day you could trade.
Have you seen the
And the
Solana
same is
chart?
true with FOMC. What's that?
Have you seen the Solana chart?
No,
It looks exactly like the Bitcoin chart.
could be, right? I mean, it still looks like a flag. I mean, this looks like a crazy flag, folks, but right. It could completely reverse in my face right now, which
Well,
it could do.
the Asian
Right? We're just
markets
experimenting.
will do what they will. You know what I mean? It's flirting with the
Yeah,
95
especially on
2.
Monday night.
It bounced below 95 2 a bit. It wasn't looking quite good, but it's almost like it's looks like it's trying to form a round bottom. Basically, that would make 95,000 a strong
On the
support.
1 minute.
Yeah, that would make 95,000 a very strong like near term support if it can't even get within $100 of it. But yeah, the Asian markets they do what they want, and they're obviously using algorithmic trading bots, and
We'll take that.
they got
So
their
yeah, we'll
eye on the
take it.
stop
You
loss.
know. So you saw me. I took that. It was quick, right? But it is what it is, right? And why did I take it? Well, we have these previous highs here, and we can see it. So you might be asking in this moment right now, Corey, what overrides the 786? What overrides that type of retracement? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's support and resistance. And you might be saying, "What the heck, Corey? That is the most basic thing. That's what like the most basic traders do is support and resistance." And I'm gonna tell you right now, bingo, you got it. You figured it out. Support and resistance, more often than not, will override a short-term trade, right? So that's also why I put support and resistance, not in this chart currently, right? So I'm going to remove all the drawings. I'm going to go into the hourly. I'm going to outline where I see a lot of short-term resistance. And look at this cluster right here. So this is a telltale sign. When we see clusters of candles in a certain area, it's telling us a story. I want you guys to take note. And eventually, when you start looking at this stuff, your eye is going to automatically be drawn to it, and you're not going to have to put the horizontal line. And I'm going to do this right now so you can see it clearly. But you see the areas I circled, right? Now I'm going to do this. Boop, right? That's your support resistance. And you can see it when I go back. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here.
Like the
Look at here.
95 150.
So currently, right now, right, price has gotten above that, right? It's actually struggling. It's right on that line. Would that be an area of significance? Well, yes. 100%, right? Because we have a history from back all the way here. Just go through it. Look at how much price has wiggled in that area. So obviously it's an area of significance. Do you think right now, whether price is going up or down, that's irrelevant. Do you think right now that price is just going to blast through this area where in the past it's stayed sideways, whether it was below or above? It doesn't matter where it was going up or down. When it was in this area, what did it do? Just go back in the price. It went sideways. It went sideways. That's something you need to write down in the notes. So should we expect a crazy move here? Should we expect price to just flip out and blast through here? Absolutely not. Right? Because price has already told us what it was doing when it was back here multiple times. So why would it violate the rules now? Just because you
Right.
see the 1 minute
Come.
pumping? Come on. Right? Why don't we be realistic? Right? And I sold that short a little too soon, but it's okay. Right? But we did make money on that. We did make money on that short. And how did we do it? It was simply counter trading on our emotions. And there you go, folks. We're showing you some stuff here. There's no other YouTube channel showing you this. Maybe they are. They're, you know what? If I'm wrong, please, like, let me know I'm wrong, because I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong. But from what I understand, Mike,
I mean,
who else is out there on YouTube telling you to counter trade your emotions? We're not telling you to do that. We're just suggesting try it in the demo account.
yeah, I mean, it's still a win, even if it dumps. So who really cares at the end of the day? You know, there's that too. That's one of the hardest things you got to do as a trader. It's like timing the market, getting it perfect. I mean, that's the most difficult thing of all. So, especially when you're doing like intraday trading with the stock market, because man, those things, crazy stuff can happen in pre-market and after hours, and you could be opening up down a ton. So it's like if you get
Oh
out and then
yeah,
it keeps going
yeah.
up, you kind of just gotta learn to deal with that. It's rough, you know.
So it was a good short. We called a good short on the stream. Yeah, we sold a little early. Could have held a little. We would have hit the target. That's the thing, Mike. But am I bent out of shape about it? No, absolutely not. I made some money. I showed you guys that I made some money. I call the markets in live time on this channel. And how many people do that? Like, please, I want to know.
Well, they
Like,
definitely
I would
can't
love to get
do.
in touch with these people too,
They can't do
because
live
I
trading.
want to
So
go again.
then nobody can really do live trading, at least not for very long, depending on what platform they're using. And I think that
And that's not our fault. That's the regulations and the rules of financial markets in the US and the SEC regulations, everything else like that. So we want to show you, like, we're showing you guys as much as we can. We're going right up to that line. We're putting our necks on the line, basically, right, Mike?
I don't know
Like, this
how
isn't.
some of these people get away with this, man. Listing a ticker in like 4 a.m, and then people are trading it pre-market, sending it through the roof. I don't know how people get away with that.
Well, right now they're getting away with it. In the future, that might be a different story. So
Yeah, man. Oh,
we're not going to be caught in that drama. We're not going to be even. I don't want to knock at my door. I don't want any of that crap. So I'm going to be playing it safe. If you guys don't like that, that's unfortunate, because we're going to do what we can here. And if you can't overlook that kind of stuff, you're like, oh, these guys are scammers. They just use a demo account because they can't show us their P&L and L and this and that, and they're not profitable. They're not putting out. They're scammers. They're just basically trying to pump the market. Well, to you, I say, how is it that we're able to call these plays more often than not before they actually play out? And yes, we say it's a demo account, but we also tell you that, yeah, I entered with my live money. I'm here. I can't tell you my exact position, but you watch me on stream multiple times on my phone where I'm saying, oh, I'm selling my position right now. You can see the emotion. I'm hyped up. You can see I'm also buying too, right? So, um, all I gotta say is if you can't look past that, you're missing out big time here because no one else is calling this stuff in the live markets other than Crypto Lifer, and there's a few other mentors that I'm that they are teaching me. They're doing the same thing, and other than them, I don't know of anybody else. So if you don't want to, if you don't believe us, you think we're scammers. All I gotta say is try it in the demo account first, and then come back to us in a few weeks. I guarantee you're gonna change your mind. So.
Nice.
Nice short. We call it a nice live trade on the stream again, right? I know it wasn't too big of a trade there, but
I mean, but
we
it could be
basically
another rocket move through the roof too. So it's like that looks like it's what it's doing tonight. So it's probably best to be a little safe, Sunday night and all. Well, I mean, I would
yeah, this is
definitely
a
keep an eye on Bitcoin into tomorrow, and then then check out the S&P 500 and compare it. See what happens with it, because that's a little hypothesis that I've created, and
put
you know it's worked out pretty
put
good
the
for me.
charts
Hmm?
put the charts alongside each other and then compare the two. And this is what I talk about SMT divergence, and it might be a little bit typically the SMT divergence is the SPY compared to the Nasdaq, but in this case, we're actually comparing the SPY to Bitcoin. So a little different. Is there something there? Oh yeah. And is there something to learn? Yeah, you should look for it
It's the
because
S&P divergence.
yeah, the S&P
No,
divergence.
SMB, right? The S
No, SMT,
SM.
Smart Money Trader.
Oh, I thought the S stand for the SPY and like the T stood for the Nasdaq somehow. It's called the
No, I'm pretty sure that's it. I could be wrong. They're gonna cut that, and they're like, "Oh, crypto core is an idiot."
BMT. We'll call
Like
it the BMT divergence.
they call it the DMT divergence. It's what happens when no, we're not gonna tell you to. We're not gonna do that. We don't do any illegal drugs on this channel, but it's what happens when somehow you ingest DMT and then you see a divergence, and you're like,
I know nothing about that.
limitless, boom, then you go like full port, and then you just make $1 million overnight. Yeah, it's that easy, folks. That's called the DMT divergence.
I know nothing about that.
No, me neither. Right? We're not encouraging any of that on this channel, right? It's not real. Don't do it. Right? But I wouldn't put too much wouldn't bet any money, I would say, at first.
Yeah, storage dipping again.
Say goodbye to the tangerine sky. Say hello to tomorrow.
Store was looking really
Right?
good there for a bit, but now it's dipping. There's a big old green candle, man.
So for some reason, right, the people caught wind of us talking about store, and it's okay, right? Because this thing's only what? It's now back to well, since we started talking, now it's $436,000 market cap. And when we first brought this up, right, Mike, it was at $256,000 market cap, which is insane. Insane. Under $1 million, right? You think this thing is just going to follow all the rules? Come on, guys. We talked about this. These coins, they don't follow any of the rules. You can't use smart money concepts. You can't use SMC. Right? That's just a abbreviation for that. So you can't use SMC with this. So what do? Well, it's basically like gambling. And you have to understand that. But is it really like gambling, Mike? Is it? Because we have a lot of information that's in our favor. And we can go over that. Why don't we just review some of the information about Grafane and about some of his projects and about where most of his projects go, and he has a reputation, am I correct?
Well, I mean, you can look up Grafane, or you can go look up his Twitter. Do you have Twitter?
There you go.
Do you have?
Do I have Twitter I can sign into right now? Let me see. Let me see here. Sign in real quick. Because I typically don't use Twitter on my computer. So try to sign in. It's Grafane,
IFFAIN.
GRI
FFAIN. AI.
Grafane.
AI.
Is it green G?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let me pull this up here.
You just
I'll
scroll
watch you guys
through
tonight.
all of his most recent posts. It's crazy, dude.
So this is allegedly the dev. No, it is the dev.
Yeah.
But if you guys are looking for information, you want to come to X, formerly known as Twitter, you're gonna get a lot of this stuff here, right? Let me just scroll through his top account, right? Are we looking at the right account here?
Yeah. The
Mike?
agent engine.
Okay.
Yeah. So the App Store launched either today or last night. So all these agents that he's talking about are part of like the App Store. Basically, you use the App Store to summon one of these AI agents, and you can use these for trading, like on the Backpack Exchange, which he's talking about, Agent Backpack. So that's what this whole App Store thing is about, in Grafane in general. The App Store is see live on the App Store, Agent Dora, and then he'll go into like what exactly they do. So that's why it blows my mind. He has so every single like AI entity he has is called an agent, and he has AI teaching AI. I mean, we might be seeing the birth of Skynet right now. Just saying. I mean,
Could be, maybe. I don't know,
you're
guys.
not gonna
But
stop it. We can't stop it. But my idea is,
into it.
yeah, my idea is, you just get out, make a bunch of money, and then at least you'll be in a jacuzzi when Terminator takes over.
The world blows up. It is what it is, right, guys? We're not making any speculation. The conspiracy theorists can all make speculations here, but
Yeah,
we don't do that on this channel. We're not about speculation.
it's clearly a joke.
Yeah, we are. We're definitely about speculation. But am I saying that this is the end of the world? No. Right? Something to look at. I would say look at Twitter. Make sure you look at Grafane's Twitter page, right? This is the guy who he basically developed this coin, right? So might be a good idea to look at some of that information. We're showing it to you guys. We're putting it in front of you. If you want to go look at that stuff, that's up to you, right? This is not financial advice. We're never going to tell you what to buy or sell. But if I was looking for a very good opportunity, when I first, I'm getting sidetracked here, Mike. When I first got into crypto, and I asked you about, I think I told you this the other night. I wanted to find the coins right when they came out, and I wanted to be able to invest into these coins right in the beginning. And well, guess what? That's what we're doing right now. We're showing you exactly how to do that. It took me, it's like what, 6 years now that I've been doing this, and I'm finally starting to figure it out. I think maybe I think so. I'm making some good money, so I think yeah, I would say I'm doing pretty good. But I always wanted to figure out how to do this from the very start, and now we're doing it. And now, if you guys are just starting out in crypto, well, guess what? You just got a fast track to figuring out the most lucrative side of crypto that there can possibly be, right? Because we're looking for projects that are just getting listed before they get onto the exchange, before all the big money starts flowing into it. This is it. This is how you do it. We're showing you how to do that. And I don't know of any crypto channel that's doing that. Do you, Mike?
No. No, I mean there definitely is crypto channels that are small ones. There's people on Twitter that are definitely bringing up brand new projects and stuff. You got to remember though, 90% of those projects won't be around in a year.
Oh yeah. So, that's the case with some of these as well. So we're not going to get married to it. We're not going to like oh, it's going to $1. Very well could be, right? Am I expecting that? Am I going to wait for 1,000%? No, you saw the other night when I hit 400%. I was so excited. I took my money and I went celebrated. I didn't even look at the charts. And you see personally in live time what has happened and what has transpired since that moment. Do you think it was a good idea for me to take profits? Well, I'll answer it for you. Yes. Yeah, it was really smart, right? Because I've done this. I have some experience. I have at least 5 years of experience in this game right now. So maybe there's some people who have more experience. I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to come onto the show and talk about your experience because everything can help our viewers. Every piece of insight is very important to us. And there's a lot of things that I don't know. I might sound like I come across like I know all this stuff and I know everything about crypto. I'll tell you right now. I probably I don't know enough. I wish I knew more. I'm constant. That's why we made this channel is to learn more. Is because you viewers that are watching this, you're gonna help. You're gonna come on and you're gonna talk about some stuff that I haven't heard about before, and then it's gonna cause me to reevaluate my hypothesis. So we rely on you guys to make this a good channel, really, because without you as a viewer, like we're nothing, right? And yeah, we bring a lot of fire to the table, but you guys contributing there, you're gonna help us out even more, right? And it's gonna make the channel even better. Like we're just starting out right now. It's gonna get way better. Imagine from a year right now, Mike. We're gonna play this video a year from now. We're gonna look, wow, we did pretty dang good. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely be looking back, and it'll be like, oh man, those are good times. It'll be that too, because there'll be all kinds of other stuff on our plates. You know,
It's a lot to take in. I get it. It can be very overwhelming at first. It's like drinking from a fire hose. I love that saying, right? But it's true. And like when I was starting to skydive, and Brian, who's my teacher, he's like, this is gonna be there's so much information I'm gonna throw at you. It's gonna be hard to take it all in. I'm like, good. I specialize in this type of area. Like I love overloading my brain with something that I have no understanding of, and like being able to start understanding it. I just find so much pleasure in that. I don't know. It's cool. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, man. Well,
So we got Money Mike's top 10 video coming out. Keep an eye out on that because it's coming out here soon.
yeah.
Definitely don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that, right?
I
And we're
mean,
putting out videos, live streams every single day.
it might be a problem if the stocks rocket this week. So I really gotta get that thing out. I might end up just posting the raw video and then inserting the timestamps afterwards, So
Excellent.
because I don't know if I'm gonna have it edited tonight. So
It's all right. Yeah, we got to make sure that this content's top quality for you guys. We
yeah.
have a, I mean, we have a big responsibility here. Yeah, it might not seem so. We can easily just ghost like every other YouTube streamer out there when things go south. But did you see us do that when our calls didn't play out this week? Absolutely not. We showed up at the same exact time every day. And yeah, we admitted we were wrong. I even told you I liquidated the account. It's okay. Still learning. I'm not a true professional yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But am I gonna lie to you guys and then like not show up and be disingenuous and like completely make you believe that I'm someone that I'm not? No, absolutely not. Because that's not what this channel is about. We're 100% gonna keep things honest with you. We're we're normal dudes, just like exactly like you. And if you're a woman watching this channel, I don't mean to offend you, but you're exactly the same exact person as us, right? You're just starting out. You're starting to learn. This is for the women and the guys as well. Everybody is included on this, right? It doesn't matter. And in fact, I would say the women might have it a little bit easier because us guys, right? When we lose, right? It's like a personal attack. At least I'm talking from my personal perspective, right? And as a guy, I know that when I lose and somebody wrongs me, it's like, "Oh no, dude, you ain't going to do that. I'm going to come back at you 10 times harder. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm made of. You think you're going to get me to quit? I'll show you." And then we lose the whole account. Like I'm saying? Like
Oh man, I hope you don't get any hate for that.
yeah, we might seem a little sexist. We're not trying to be that way, but typically, I'm not saying all cases because everybody's different, right? But typically for men, we're very egotistical, you could say, and we don't like to lose. And it's hard for us to walk away and accept that we were wrong. So take with what you will on that one. Something to consider, right? I know it's true for me. It's hard for me to lose. I suck at losing. It's very hard for me to accept a red day and walk away. But that's what keeps us winners in the long run. We come back, we live to fight another day.
Yep, no, that's true. Oh, very good. Very good. Well, I think I've had enough for the night.
Yeah, it's a good place to leave it off. We did a good amount of time. Make sure you guys comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe. We want to hear from you. We want to know what to go over in the next video. If you have a crypto or you have a stock that you want us to go over, put it in the comments. We're gonna be looking for those comments next stream, and we're gonna go through that 100%. Is that right, Mike?
Oh yeah, I very much check those comments regularly. The non-live stream comments.
Yep. So make sure, right, if you're watching this later on, just put in the comments, and then Be like, hey guys, I saw you talking about this, or I knew you didn't talk about this, but can you go over this? And then we're gonna be like, yeah, we can do that. Not financial advice, but we'll tell you what we do, right? We tell you what we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell you what to do.
Yeah, our analytics are actually looking really good.
It's just gonna keep going up from here, Mike. And as you saw, I called another good trade right on stream. Right? How did I know when price was pumping? You saw it exactly when it was pumping. Well, folks, I'm actually a Terminator. I come from the future, and I've seen the future, and Skynet's gonna take over. No, and John Connor and this and that. No.
Yeah, you got to get
Great
John
movie.
Connor.
If you haven't seen that's a good. The second one's I love it.
What's that?
I watched the second Terminator. I watched that the other night with Jamie.
Oh,
She
really?
never seen the Terminator. Can you believe that? She never seen that movie. I'm
That's
like,
crazy, dude.
hold up. Let's put this on. I'm gonna show you the Terminator 2, because if you haven't seen this movie, this is like the best action movie of all time.
What'd she think of it?
You know? Dude, she loved it. It was
Right.
sick. Right? And then the next one is like, what is this? What do they do? Terminator 3. What the heck? This is such a good series. You know?
Yeah, honestly, a couple of the newer ones I actually liked. It's an unpopular opinion, but I like the one where they brought back
Really?
Sarah Connor.
Which one was that?
They Dark Fate.
I haven't seen all the new ones.
Dark Fate's where they brought back Sarah Connor, and they had the cybernetic warrior chick, and they brought Arnold back
Oh,
too.
Cybernet. Yeah.
No, cybernetic. She was cybernetic, like enhanced.
I think I might have seen that. I don't know. It was like a while ago.
That's the one where the crane truck just goes end over end.
That the crazy car chase where they like blow it through a building. Is that the same movie?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
With the crane. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's one that was the coolest part of that movie.
A lot
like
of
after
people.
that it just dropped off.
A lot of
Like,
people
after that
hated
part,
that
it was
movie,
like-
man, but I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of hate on it.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever. I didn't get where I got because I follow the norms and all that good stuff.
Eh. But yeah, we called another good short on the stream, right? How did we know to short that big pump? Well, it's funny because we told you how, right? Go back and watch the video, right? Just try it out with your demo account first. Don't do this with live funds,
No.
right? Until you kind of get a sense as to what's going on. But you just don't. I mean, you just don't do that in a live market on a live stream with everybody watching without knowing what you're doing. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah, you got to be smart.
You gotta know. You have to have experience, right? And I've seen this play out so many times. It's like it absolutely frustrated me to no end. The fact that I read all these books and the fact that I put so much time into learning patterns and everything that was supposedly the way that the books wrote it, come to find out people who wrote the books are the market makers.
Oh yeah.
They tricked you. Joke's on you. Everything's the opposite.
Oh, nice.
It's funny. It's hilarious. But yeah, I didn't say that. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that from me. But yeah, go back and watch it. Watch it again.
Very nice. Alrighty. Well,
all right, guys.
It's been real.
Well, if there's any conclusion to the markets, well, like I say, almost not every stream, but pretty close to it. The markets are rigged, and it's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. And as soon as you realize that, well, sky's the limit.
Yep, that's exactly my plays. Oh.
So, like I say, we're going to be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Right? Make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be coming at you every single day. And if you drop into the comments live or you drop in the comments later on, right? If you're working, because I did that a lot. I didn't have the time until I got home from work and I watched a stream before. If you're doing that, make sure you put in the comments what you want us to go over in the next stream, because whatever you do, whatever you put in there, we're going to go over it 100%. I guarantee you have my word.
Oh, yes.
You basically have me and Money Mike at your disposal. You have a free mentorship right now until we get to the 10,000 subscribers, which will be happening within less than a year. So you might as well start hurry up, because you're gonna miss out. You're missing out on a huge opportunity right now. The fact that you can ask us any question at any time and that we're gonna respond to you it's insane. Right? Once we get up to 10,000, once we have 10,000 subscribers, you're gonna have to put in a super chat. You're gonna have to pay money because there's gonna be so many comments that I'm not gonna be able to see all the comments. I can't respond to all of them, right? So take advantage right now. I gotta say, right? Hit that bell and notification. You're gonna know as soon as when we go live, right? And then you can come in the live chat and be like, "Hey, Crypto Corey, I remember you were talking about this on the last stream. Can you describe something? Can you describe this in greater detail?" And I would say, happily, yes, 100%. And we're gonna give you a shout out on the stream as well, right? That's what we do. This is your opportunity right now. Don't squander it, right? You don't have a lot of time. You might as well seize it while it's right there in front of you. Think about what is it like? It's like a Buddhist mindset, and that's why I compare these trades to as well. You're sitting on the side of the river and you're watching leaves float down the river, and those leaves basically are money, I guess you could say. And each leave's $5, $10, and then all of a sudden you see $100. Right? Do you choose to grab that leaf? Do you choose to seize the opportunity when it's in front of you? Or do you wait until that opportunity passes by, you watch it go down the river, and you say to yourself, well, gosh, man, I wish I had taken that opportunity. It was right in front of me. Why didn't I do that? How many times in life are you going to let that happen until you say, in the moment, I know, I've seen this before. I saw it pass by me before, and I'm not going to let it happen again. I don't care what happens. I don't care if there's a bigger opportunity. I'm taking this opportunity right now, and no one's going to stop me, even my own self. Yes, right? When I sold the other night the at store at 400% and watched it go to 500%, did I want to jump back in? Oh, yes, I did. 100% I wanted to jump back in. But did I care? No. Was it hard going to sleep that night? Yeah, because all these thoughts are in my head like, Corey, what'd you do? You could have, this is just starting out. It's only at $1 million market cap. This thing can go to $20 million. All these little stories you start telling yourself in your head. I'm telling you right now, that voice saying those things to you doesn't have your best interests in mind. Does not. And the sooner you can start talking back to that voice and saying, hey, look, man, yeah, it can keep going, but I just made 400%. Why are you bent out of shape about making $2,000? What is wrong with you?
Are you not talking
right?
to me?
That's it. So I'm going to leave with that. I'm going to let you guys know.
All right.
Don't let opportunities pass you by, because they're going to be there for a short time, and that's it. So till the next one, guys, right? We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do some more content every single day. We're not going to let you hang, right?
Oh, yes.
So if we put another good trade out. So love each and every one of you, right? You guys are making the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that comment. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when we go live.
Love's
right?
a
We'll
strong
be back
word.
here tomorrow, same place, right?
Oh, yes.
And the short, I closed it too short, but it's all right, guys, because we still made money, right? And that's all we're looking for, right? That's all we're looking for. You're either profitable or you're not profitable. There's no right or wrong in this game. And the sooner you figure out what that means, the sooner you find success. So
Amen.
Bitcoin crossing below the 200 on the 1 minute time frame, right? I'm watching this. Still, they faked us out once again. We're not going to fall for it. In fact, we did the exact opposite. We profited on that fake out, and we showed you how to do it in real time. No other crypto channel is doing that. So love you guys. We love each and every one of you. You guys supporting us really makes this channel happen. Right? It's going to keep getting better. I guarantee it. Right?
Stay
We
frosty.
really want you guys to contribute. So once again, this is Manic Money Finance channel. I'm Crypto Corey, and he's Money Mike, right? And we're going to be coming back at you tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when we're going live, right? So, all right, guys, peace out. Make sure you hit that like button. Peace out. Have a good night.